Okay, so in the last few classes, I am talking about the solution to ordinary differential equations, the numerical solutions. So we have seen two methods of solving solving an ordinary differential equation. The first method was Euler's method, and the second method was modified Euler's method. Okay. So now we have a new method, or a next method in the list. Number 3 is something called as Picard's method. Okay, Picard's method of successive iterations or successive approximations. So we have this Picard's method of successive approximations. So after the Euler's method and the modified Euler's method, we have something called as Picard's method of successive approximation. So again, let us consider an ordinary differential equation ODE of first order and first degree. That means the same thing, first order and first degree. As already mentioned, we will be only talking about this kind of differential equations in our course as like this IVP, right? So this is the first order and this is the first degree, and y at the point x naught is y naught. Excuse me. So we have to solve this initial value problem using the Picard's method of successive approximation. So what we'll do, what Picard did is basically this. So he wrote like this: dy is equals to f of x comma y dx, and integrating between the limits, integrating in the range. So I am integrating in the range x naught to x. That means what will I get? Integration x naught to x dy, integration x naught to x f of xy dx. So we are basically integrating in the range x naught to x. So this is nothing but integration of dy is just y, and the limit is x naught to x. So what I have, I cannot integrate this because this contains y, keep that in mind. I am integrating with respect to x, but this also contains y, so I cannot integrate now, keep that in mind. So this is nothing but y at the point x minus y at the point x naught, right? Upper limit minus lower limit. So y at the point x, because y depends upon x, and y at the point x naught. And again I cannot integrate this. I will send this to the right hand side, that will become plus, right? So y at x naught is nothing but y naught, so that can be written y naught. So yx is nothing but y naught plus this integration. So basically we have this. The solution can be written in the form, y naught plus integration x naught to x fxy dx. The only problem is with this one, because this contains y, and we cannot integrate this unless this y is removed or assumed to be constant, right? So what Picard did is, let me write in the next page. So again I will explain very quickly. So basically this is, in maths, is called an integral equation. Okay, in the language of mathematics, this equation obtained, because see, this equation cannot be solved now because here it is an unknown y. I have to solve for y from here. So this kind of equation in maths is called as an integral equation. So we will solve this integral equation in this manner. Try to understand my point. So what I will do, so this is solved by the method of successive approximation. I'll tell you how will I solve this. Method of successive approximations. Approximations. So I will tell you how to solve this. So basic target is to solve this. Let's try to solve this and see how can this be solved. So what I will do, what is this method of successive approximation in something called as integral equation? We basically replace this y by y naught. So try to understand my point. I will replace this y by y naught. So that means I had yx equals to, I am writing the last line again, y naught plus integral x naught to x f of x comma y dx. This cannot be solved because this has y. So what I will do, yx equals to y naught plus x naught to x f of x comma, I will write here y naught. I'll write here y naught. Instead of this y, I am replacing it by y naught. So now this can be integrated because y naught is a number. So this is just a function of x and I can integrate with respect to x. And I will call this as my first iteration. I'll call this as my first iteration. I can denote like this, y like this. You can also write y1 here, doesn't matter. How to find the second iteration? How to find the second iteration in the same manner? Once the first one is known, so the second iteration can be computed like this. It is again y naught plus integration x naught to x f of x comma something dx, and the y1x that is obtained will replace it by here y1x. So this one after computing comes here. Similarly, we'll keep on doing this. What is the third approximation? It is y naught plus x naught to x f of x comma. So the value of y2x obtained will be put here. y2x is put here. And then this, and we'll keep on proceeding. Okay, we'll keep on proceeding in this manner. So what is the iteration formula for the Picard's method? Here is the iteration formula, as you can see. So iteration formula is this. So the first iteration is this. Don't forget, the first iteration is this. It was y naught plus x naught to x f of x comma y naught dx, and from the second iteration, what is the iteration formula? It was like this: y n plus 1x is nothing but y naught plus x naught to x f of x comma, the previous value of y will come here, that means y n x dx. So this is the iteration scheme for Picard's approximation method. Okay, the iteration scheme is simple enough. So this will be the iteration scheme for the Picard's approximation method. Am I clear? So again the question is, when should we stop? So as we already know when to stop, we shall stop at n plus 1th iteration, we will stop at this iteration if and only if, so what I want, the n plus 1th iteration gets very close to the nth iteration. So we already know this rule. When should we stop? When my current iteration and the previous iteration, they become almost equal according to the level of tolerance. If they become equal, then we can use that. So remember the iteration scheme for Picard's method, and when should we stop, and I'll do the sums based on Picard's method. Okay, the method is pretty simple. Let's do the sums. So here is the question. Use Picard's method to compute y at 0.1 from the ordinary differential equation dy by dx equals to x plus y at 0 is 1. Okay. So here the value of x naught given to us is 0. The value of y naught given to us is 1. The function given to us is x plus 1. So therefore, by the Picard's iteration formula, or by the Picard's method, so what I have, I'll first find the first iteration. The first iteration is y naught plus integration x naught to x f of x comma y naught. Keep that in mind. The first iteration is, instead of y you write here y naught. Let's put the values. Y naught is what? 1. Integration x naught to x 0 to 1. Sorry, 0 to x. X naught is 0, x remains x. F of x remains x, y naught becomes 1 dx. So this is the first iteration. Y naught is 1, as you can see. X naught is 0, so integration 0 to x, f of x comma y naught, x comma 1 dx. Now what is the function? F of x plus 1, sorry, f of x comma 1, what is the function? Just add them, add both the coordinates, that means x plus 1. So f of x plus x comma 1 is f of x plus 1. Now you should know how to integrate this. I hope everyone is clear with the integration. So integration of x is x square by 2 and integration of 1 is x. So 0 to x, right? So 1 plus, you definitely put x, it will remain as it is, but if you are putting 0, it will become 0. So I only remain with 1 plus x square by 2. So this is my first approximation. So you see, the first approximation is coming in terms of x. Am I clear up to here? So this is basically a solution, but we'll try to make the solution more better. But you see, I wanted to find y at 0.1. So now this 0.1 is being used. So I have the value for yx. So what is y at 0.1? So we'll put 0.1 everywhere. 1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 square by 2. So please solve it. So this will become 0.1 square divided by 2 plus 0.1 plus 1. So what am I getting? The value at 0.1 is coming as 1.105. 1.105. So we will try to make this better, definitely, right? So let's go for the second iteration. But in the second iteration, you're not supposed to put you're not supposed to put this, but you'll put this quantity. I'll put in terms of x, keep that in mind. Okay, so this I am checking because I wanted to find y at 0.1, but keep that in mind that while in the second iteration we will not put this constant, but I will put this quantity. So let me write down the second iteration. So remember this value, okay? Because we are trying to approximate this value. We'll stop when this value and the next value becomes same, okay? So let's see that. So therefore, the second iteration, everything remains same. Here it remains y naught plus x naught to x f of x comma, but here it will be y1 at x, not some number, okay? So what is this? I'll write from here. So what is y2 x? So y1 x y naught was 1. This is 0 to x. F of x comma this. What is this? It was 1 plus x square by 2. This whole thing is your y. Keep that in mind. The whole thing is your y. So this implies 1 plus integration 0 to x. What is the function? X f of x comma y. It was x plus y. It was x plus y. Keep that in mind. So x plus y. Y is whole thing because the function was x plus y. So let us simplify this more. You understood this one? This is x plus y. Y here is this time this. So this is 0 to x. Let me write like this 1 plus 2x. X plus x is 2x and this is x squared by 2. Let's integrate. So what is this? 1 plus integration of 1 is x. Integration of 2 is 2 goes outside. Integration of x is x square by 2. So 2 got cancelled. So x square. So 1 by 2 goes out. Integration of x square is x cube by 3. So 3 2s are 6. And I will not write down the limits because limit is from 0 to x. When I put here x, it will remain this only. And if I put here 0, it will become 0. So no need to write. So this is the value for y2x. Okay, this is the value for y2x. 1 plus x square plus x cube by 6. So again, we were supposed to find out the value of the function at 0.1. So now we will use this approximation to find 0.1. So place 0.1 everywhere. So please compute the value. So 0.1 cube divided by 6 plus 0.1 square plus 0.1 plus 1. I am getting 1.110. Suppose I am taking 5 decimal places. 1 and then it will become 6. Let me take 6 decimal places. That is up to us. Okay. So let's see this value and the previous value. This is the current value and the previous value, if you remember, it was 1.105. The previous value was 1.105. They are definitely not very close. It is 1.10. This is 1.11. So they are definitely not close. So we will go for the next iteration. So this is the second iteration. At the end of the second iteration, we are getting this. Right? Now the third iteration. The third iteration is like this, as you know. Y3 is, this time I'll jump some steps. So y naught is 1 plus integration x naught to x and f of x comma this, right? So what is the function? Addition of this. So x plus this thing will become, so x plus this thing, x and x will become 2x. So 1 plus 2x plus x square plus x cube by 6. So again I'll repeat why I have jumped the step. You see, f of x comma this one, and the function is x plus y. So x plus this quantity. So I am adding x to this quantity. X plus x will become 2x. So this is my third iteration. So please integrate and check what are we getting. So it is, we are getting 1 plus integration of 1 is x, integration of 2x is x square, integration of x square is x cubed by 3, integration of x to the power 3 is x to the power 4 by 4. So 4 6 is 24. So and if you put the limits, so first the upper limit x, this will remain, and the lower limit 0, so whole thing will become 0, no need to write. So this is my third iteration. So at the end of the third iteration, we are supposed to find 0.1, y at 0.1. So let's see, put 0.1 everywhere and let's see what it is coming. Please do it, put 0.1 everywhere. So 1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 square plus 0.1 cube divided by 3 plus 0.1 whole to the power 4 divided by 24. What are we getting? We are getting 1.1103338. I'm taking 6 decimal places. The precision depends upon us. Okay, so let's see, are these two same? So up to how many decimal places they are same? Up to 3 decimal places they are same. You see this and this, up to 3 decimal places they are same. But let's do some more accuracy. Okay, this is kind of the fourth approximation. So am I clear with the third approximation? So let's determine the fourth approximation. So the fourth approximation will be again the same thing, y naught plus integration x, let me do it here. So integration 0 to x, right, 0 to x, and f of x comma this quantity, f of x comma this quantity, and the function is again x plus y, so this quantity plus x, and so here it will become 2x. 1 plus 2x plus x square plus x cubed by 3 plus x to the power 4 by 24 dx. So let's see, what is this? 1 plus, so I hope you are understanding why this is becoming 2x, because the function was x plus y. So x plus y is this, so x plus x is 2x. Integrate. The integration of x1 is x, 2x is x square is x cubed by 3, x cube is x to the power 4 by 4, 4 3 is 12, and integration of x to the power 4 is x to the power 5 by 24 into 5, that is 120 if I am not mistaken. And if you put the limits, it will be this only. So this is my fourth approximation, and let's find the value. Let's find the value at 0.1. So I'll directly do it. So let's put 0.1 everywhere. So 1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 square plus 0.1 cube divided by 3 plus 0.1 power 4 divided by 12 plus 0.1 whole to the power 5 divided by 120. So the thing that I am getting, so I will try to fit here itself so that it will be easier for me to compare. So therefore y, the fourth iteration to y at the point 0.1, it is coming as 1.11034.2. So if I round this both up to the 5 decimal places, you see. So what is this up to the 5 decimal places? 1.11034, and up to 5 decimal places again this 1.11034. So they are exactly same, correct up to 5 decimal places. If you want more accuracy, you have to go for more iterations. But suppose I want only up to 5 decimal places, so what I will write? So therefore the correct value or the approximate value guaranteed by Picard of the function at the point 0.1 is 1.11034, correct up to 5 decimal places. So this is our answer. The approximation of the solution at the point 1 is this, correct up to 5 decimal places. If you want more accuracy, you have to go for more number of steps. See, in this question also they had not given up to which step do we have to go, like up to how many decimal places we have to take. So whenever they have not written, please go for 5 to 6 decimal places. That is more than enough. If you are getting answers correct up to 5 decimal places or 6 decimal places, that is more than enough. Okay. So let me write one more question very quickly. So here is the question. You have to use the Picard's method to find the value of y at 0.1 as well as y at 0.2 from the ODE dy dx 1 plus xy, y0 is 1. Okay, so again the steps remain same. So here we first write the values of x0 is 0, y0 is 1. Okay, the function is 1 plus xy. So we are ready to do the Picard's approximation. So by the Picard's method, from the Picard's method, so what I'll start with, the 0th approximation. So this is the first approximation. So y1x is y0 plus integration x0 to x f of x comma y0. So the first iteration, y0 is just a number. So what is this? Y0 is 1. This is y0, right? x0 is 0 to x. F of x comma y0, that is f of x comma 1. So what is the function? Function is 1 plus xy. So 1 plus x into y. X into 1 is x. So the function is 1 plus xy. So have to just integrate this. So let's quickly integrate this. 1 plus. So at 1, integration of 1 is x and integration of x is x square by 2. Put the limits. If I am putting x, I'll get this, and when I am putting 0, I am getting 0. So no need to put the limits. So this is the first approximation. This is the first approximation, right? So we have to find the values at 2 points. So we will go simultaneously. We will also find the value of y at 0.1 and also at 0.2. So therefore y1 at 0.1 we find and y1 at 0.2. So let's write down the values. We put 0.1 here. So 1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 square. Right? So what am I getting? I am getting 1.11, and if I replace 0.1 by 0.2, so I am getting 1.24. So this is my first iteration. Did I do some mistake? Just a minute. Yes, I did a slight mistake while computing. So it is by 2, right? So divided by 1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 square divided by 2. I forgot to divide this by 2. Okay, so I am getting 1.105, and if I am replacing 0.1 by 0.2, and let's see what happens. If I am replacing 0.1 by 0.2, so what am I getting? 1.22. Yes, 1.22. So remember, there is no link with this one. We like this. Basically, we are doing two different questions, you can think. So we will just see the value of this and this. Now we'll go for the next iteration. Am I clear up to here? So let's compute the second iteration. So what is the second iteration? I'll jump some steps. Y naught, it was 1 plus integration 0 to x naught to x, so 0 to x, f of x comma y. So f of, okay, let me write it down, x comma y was this. In the last step, what was the function? The function was 1 plus xy, x into this. This was the function. So I hope, am I clear that the function is 1 plus xy. So 1 plus x is x, y is this. So let's multiply this first. Let's multiply this first. 1 plus x square plus x cube by 2. And let's integrate this. Let's integrate this. So integration of 1 is x is x square by 2, x square is x cube by 3, and x cube is x to the power 4 by 4, 4 2s are 8. And if you put the limit, it remains same only. So this is my second iteration. This is my second iteration. So let's calculate the value of y at 0.1 and also at 0.2, and let's see what are we getting. So let me do it. So what I have, 1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 square plus, sorry, 0.1 square divided by 2 plus 0.1 cube divided by 3 plus 0.1 to the power 4 divided by 8. So what am I getting? So what am I getting? 1.105346. Suppose I am taking up to 6 decimal places, okay? That will be better for us. Okay, 105346. And at 1.2, right? Okay, let me do it again only, otherwise I will get confused. 0.2 plus 0.2 square by 2 plus 0.2 cube by 3 plus 0.2 to the power 4 divided by 8. 1.222867. So let's see the previous values. The previous values of this was 1.105 and 1.22. Definitely this is not same as this. This is only same correct up to 3 decimal places, as you can see. These two are same correct up to 3 decimal places, and these two are same correct up to 2 decimal places. So if you are ready to accept the 3 decimal places and 2 decimal places, suppose you do not want that much accuracy, so you can now stop, because the answer at 0.1 is 1.105 correct up to 3 decimal places, and at 0.2 it is 1.22. But remember, we want more accuracy. We are not very much satisfied with this, like 3 decimal places and 2 decimal places. If you want more accuracy, let's go for the third iteration. I'll just do the third iteration. Let's see. So therefore I'll write it directly now. 1 plus integration 0 x naught to x function f of x comma y. Y here is this. Don't get feared. Okay, don't get frightened by seeing the y. Okay, so f of x comma y. The function is 1 plus xy. 1 plus xy. So x into this quantity. I'm jumping steps. Okay, so 1 plus xy. I'll multiply everything by x. So this will become x. This will become x square. This will become x cube by 2. This will become x to the power 4 by 3, and this will become x to the power 5 by 8. So we are ready to integrate. Let's integrate this very quickly. 1 plus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 plus x to the power 4 by 4 to the 8 plus x to the power 5 by 5 3 is the 15 plus x to the power 6 6 8 is the 48. So we are up to here. So let's see what are the values at 0.1 and 0.2. This is the third approximation at 0.1. So it's a pretty big equation or a expression. We have to put 0.1 everywhere. So a calculative job which we have to do it. So what am I getting? 1 plus x is 0.1 plus 0.1 square by 2 plus 0.1 cube by 3 plus 0.1 to the power 4 by 8 plus 0.1 whole to the power 5 by 15 plus 0.1 whole to the power 6 by 48. I am getting 1.10536. Okay, yes, and for this one I am getting I have to do it. So how will I do it? I'll do the same thing. So 1 plus 0.2 plus 0.2 square by 2 plus 0.2 whole cube by 3 plus 0.2 whole to the power 4 by 8 plus 0.2 whole to the power 5 by 15 plus 0.2 whole to the power 6 by 48. I am getting 1.222 So you see, the previous value of y at 0.1 was this, and the new value at 0.1 is this. So they are exactly same. So we will stop here for 0.1. I have got the value of y at 0.1. It is this. We will no more compute y at 0.1 because I have got two steps for which these are identical. So this is correct up to 6 decimal places. But for this, they are correct only up to 3 decimal places. It is 1.223. It is 1.223. They are not even correct for 4 decimal places. Oh, they are correct up to 4 decimal places. So sorry. Right? So this is 1.2229. This is 1.2229. So if you are ready to accept the 4 decimal places for 0.2, it's all right. If you are not ready to accept the 4 decimal places for 0.2, you again have to go for the 4th iteration. Okay. So you can do the 4th iteration by yourself. I know the integration will be a bit big. Try it out. If you are not able to do it, I will do it. So why are we doing this? To make y at 0.2 a more better approximation. This is already achieved. Y at 0.1 is achieved. But y at 0.2 is achieved correct up to 4 places of decimal. If you want more accuracy, we'll go for the 4th iteration. Am I clear? So I will give you a home task. Please do the 4th iteration for this one and compute the value at 0.2. No need to compute at 0.1 because it's already done. So find the 4th iteration and compute the value at 0.2.